65,000 pounds of static thrust, and that was intended to after she stopped being a nuclear bomber responsibility over to the Royal Navy, she became a conventional bomber, and she was able to carry 21 1,000-pound bombs in a huge bomb bay, which we shall see later. But as she comes by next time, you'll have noticed down all 18 wheels, and that's just to show what she looks like, because sad to say she won't be landing here today. There isn't quite the runway for it, but this is what she would be looking like if she were coming in to land. And there you see those wheels retracting up into the fuselage to get her back to that clean shape. It's interesting that that shape is so clean, because it looks clean, and when she goes away from us you see that it's a very slim shape, and in fact she was a stealthy aircraft long before stealth was even thought of. Well, I was talking about the conventional bomb load. At the end of her operational career, just over 1982, a Vulcan hit the centre line of Port Stanley runway in the Falkland Islands with one bomb and the edge of the runway with another, making the runway unusable for Argentine fast jets. And until the Gulf War, it was the longest bombing raid in history, 7,760 miles round trip, about the same as from here to Bali in one hop. And it took no less than 18 air-to-air refuelings. The thing is, though, they had to drop 21 of those bombs to be sure of just having 2 of them hit the runway, because these were Second World War dumb bombs, and that's what you had to do. There is the bomb bay wide open. So for the last few years of her life in the Royal Air Force, and she first flew in 1952, did the Vulcan prototype. The last few years there was just this one aircraft, this particular aircraft, that was called the Vulcan display flight, because the people did not want to let Vulcan go. But eventually the Royal Air Force had to retire her, and she was retired in 1993. And then 2 people decided, basically, well, a lot of people decided, but 2 particular people decided that she ought to be preserved, and if possible, preserved in a flying state. As she comes by this time, watch for those bomb bay doors closing. One doors are now closed. So in the 1990s, David Walton and his family, who bought this aircraft from the RAF and all the spares, and Dr. Robert Fleming, who decided that he would perform something that eventually became the Vulcan to the Sky Trust to keep this magnificent aeroplane flying. Wonderful silhouetted against the puffy white clouds and the camouflage colour scheme, immaculately maintained by Taff Stone, the crew chief and chief engineer, who says 558, that's this aeroplane, XH558 is my baby. Team of 6 engineers who daily work miracles, keeping this 55-year-old aeroplane flying. And her number, 558, 55 years she's been flying this particular aircraft, and 8 years since she was restored.